So we are done that how we can calculate, how can we know that which group elements has which charge. Okay, time to do the word example. Complete these equations by showing the electrons on one or the other side of the equation. Use E negative as a symbol as I told you for one electron and 2E negative for two electrons and so on. So in case of calcium, we know calcium belongs to group number 2. How we know? We will see the periodic table. So if it belongs to group number 2, so it will lose two electrons and will gain two positive charge. So here you can see, actually we have to complete the equation. They are trying to teach us that how we can show the loss or gain of electron in the equation. Okay, so calcium was normal, like no charge on calcium previously, but after the arrow, calcium has gained two positive charge. It means in the meanwhile, calcium has lost two electrons. So if you want to show the loss of electron, we should uh, write two electron after the arrow. Okay, as it is showing on your screen. In case of oxygen, you can see the oxygen was normal, no charge, without charge, but after the arrow, it has two negative charge. It means in the meanwhile, oxygen has gained two electrons. So if you want to show the gaining of electron, you have to show those electrons before the arrow. Okay, similarly K positive and ClAl3 negative and Cl negative. Any problem in this concept? All right. Moving forward, you need to able to draw dot and cross diagram clearly showing the origin of electron in each ion as dot and crosses. Okay, we are going to learn this dot and cross diagram. What actually dot and cross diagram is? It shows the electronic configuration for the compounds using dot for the electrons from one atom and cross for the electron from another atom. What is an ionic bond? Ionic bond is the electrostatic force of attraction. We always use this word electrostatic if we found that there are some opposite charges. So wherever we will see opposite charges in our syllabus, we will call those forces as an electrostatic forces. The same electrostatic forces you will see in metallic bonding too. So what actually ionic bond hota kya hai? An ionic bond is the electrostatic force of attraction between positive and the negative ions. Actually, in case of positive ions, positive lost donate their electron permanently, and those electrons uh, gained by uh, gained by the non-metals. So that's why they carry negative charge. So that's how they can make a strong bond known as an ionic bond. And this is the only reason that why ionic bonds have high melting point, because of strong electrostatic force of attraction. It is difficult to break. It needs high amount of energy, thermal energy. Okay, so in your exams you may be asked to write the electronic configuration in this manner, like 2 comma 8 comma 3, or in the form of shells, like first shell, second shell, and third shell. So over there you have to draw the diagram. But another new learning here in this word example is the electronic configuration of ions. In case of aluminium, when we will see the periodic table, we'll come to know that aluminium belongs to group number 3. So it means, as per the rules, aluminium is a metal and it will lose their electrons. How many electrons it will lose? It will lose 3 electrons. Why? Because the electronic configuration of aluminium is 283. So it is good. It is fine that it should lose 3 electrons rather than gaining 5 electrons. So to make itself stable, what aluminum will do? Aluminum will lose their last shell electron, that is 3 electrons. So the new configuration of aluminum ion will be 2 8. and aluminum will carry 3 positive charge because it has lost 3 electrons. Similarly, in case of oxygen, how we will show how we can show the electronic configuration of oxide ion. The original electronic configuration of oxygen is 2,6 because the atomic number is 8. But oxygen needs two more electron to get itself stable. So what oxygen will do? Oxygen will gain two electrons, and after gaining that electron, electronic configuration will be like 2 comma 8. Any confusion here? Okay. Okay, what is the exam tip? When drawing the electronic configuration of ions, remember to put the charge at the top right of the ion just outside these square brackets. Take care not to put the charge in the middle of the ion, ठीक है, nor in the suffix subscript. Here is the example of dot and cross diagram. Na2O. Okay, let's find out what is the reason behind gaining these two electrons by oxygen, and why sodium lost two electrons, and why two sodiums are here. Okay, oxygen, as you know, belongs to group number 6, so it need two more electrons to complete its octet. So one sodium cannot fulfill this requirement. So two sodium will come at a time simultaneously and will give one electron each to the oxygen. So that is why the point to be noted is, you can see we represent dotted electron belongs to sodium, and cross for oxygen. So you can see there are two dots present in oxygen. These two dots actually representing that they came from sodium. So this was told above that we have to mention dot and cross so that we can know, or examiner can know, that yes, you have understanding that these two electrons belongs to sodium, and this charge, two negative charge, is must to write down on the top. Similarly, sodium has lost one electron, so you are seeing that you can see there is only one positive charge. All right, any problem in this dot and cross diagram? Yes, Ariba, would you like to ask anything? All right, no need for recap now. Time to apply the knowledge. Okay, time to apply the knowledge. In question number 1, part A, you have to write the formula for sulfide ion, calcium ion. For this, you have to open the periodic table. Periodic table must be in front of you. Secondly, in part B, you have to draw the dot and cross diagram of an ionic compound, magnesium fluoride MgF2, to show, and you have to show both the magnesium ions and the fluoride ions. Show all the electrons. They are asking to show all the electrons. Please proceed. Okay, Ariba, where I was lagging, explain the charges again. Sorry, minor. Okay, which charges actually I was talking about? Sorry, I was talking about these charges. For example, oxygen has gained two electrons, so you have to mention like this. This two negative represents gain of two electron. This positive represent loss of one electron. Is it fine now?